Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so. You're all super duper delicious, super duper wonderful, and I hope that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world, okay? And I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are, okay? Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, okay? And once again, I hope that you too are having a super duper wonderful day wherever you are in the world, okay? So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up, okay? My lights are all juicy and bright. Now then, I wasn't going to put out a video today. No, I wasn't actually. But, and this is what happens with me, everybody, because, you know, because when I say that I wasn't going to flipping do something, as everybody's got used to me by now, I end up flipping doing it, don't I? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, not to worry. So I want to give out, you know, a couple of bits of information, okay? And, well, I want to talk about this. Now then, so just to let you know, everybody, the weather in my neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's a little bit windy. It's not too bad, okay? Yes, it's a bit chilly, okay? So yes, I have got my heating on at the moment, okay? And then, of course, you know, as it gets warmer, you know, it just gets too hot. Okay, so then, you know, off comes the heating, okay? So yeah, so that's really the situation here in our neck of the woods in the old UK, okay? To be expected, really, this time of year, okay? Well, I mean, sometimes it's been flipping cold at other flipping times of the year when it flipping shouldn't be. Anyway, so if you do happen to enjoy my video and, you know, you do find it interesting, okay, because I am giving out bits of information here, okay, once again, surprise, surprise, but all I try to do is just, you know, help situations, okay, and just, you know, give out as much information as I can, you know, about what I look at and what I read, okay. So if you do happen to enjoy it, if you could please click on the like. If you haven't yet subscribed, you do happen to stumble across my channel, and if you could please click on the subscribe. You know, comments are always welcome, so if you'd like to leave me a comment, well, you know, you're very free to do that, okay? And if you'd like to share my videos, okay, which will, you know, help to make others aware of different things, okay? And please and thank you. Now then, so let's get back to the matter in hand. So I actually have not came across this gentleman before, so this is something new to me, everybody, okay? And I mean, for some of you out there in the alternative media, you know, you may know this gentleman. For others of you, you may not, or, you know, for our wonderful and delicious little subscribers, for some of you, you may not know who this is, okay, or any passers-by. So I'm just going to say, this is on YouTube, okay? And if you could please type into the space bar, you know, at the top in YouTube, okay? And if you could please type in shocking, okay, the first politician to stand up against the WEF is Canadian. Okay, then if you look underneath where it says subscribe, it should say Market Mania. Okay, now this was actually uploaded 2 days ago, everybody, okay? So I'll just repeat that again. Shocking, the first politician to stand up against the WEF is Canadian, and then underneath in the subscribe it should read Market Mania, sorry, okay? And that was 2 days ago, okay? Now what this is talking about, oh sorry, my eyes itchy, everybody. Okay, now what this gentleman's talking about, and by the way, I've just got to say about this gentleman, you know, he was ever so pleased, you know, at how many subscribers he's got. I mean, I do believe, is it 12,500 or something like that? Anyway, so, you know, it's very clear that he's pretty new, isn't it? Anyway, so the thing is, I mean, he was really, really thankful and grateful, you know, for having those subscribers. You know, God bless him. That's what we need to see more of. I'm not being sarcastic to anybody out there. Do you understand what I mean? But you do have certain ones on certain platforms where they're very thankful and very grateful for their subscribers. And then, however, you've got others who sadly are not very grateful and thankful at all. And it's just so sad to see. And just while I'm on this subject, actually, yes, I was talking to other neighbours, you know, over the back of where I live the other evening, you know, and I was walking my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday. And I was talking to him and I was discussing about all this, you know, because they're asking how my YouTube channel was going and everything, you know, and I was explaining everything to them, you know. Well, I've had no other bans on my videos yet. Okay, so that can only be a delightful and wonderful thing. Can it not? Yes, it can. And they were actually agreeing. You see, they were agreeing with what I said. You know, sometimes somebody can leave a comment on a platform. It could be any platform, anybody. And, you know, it's very rare that they ever even, you know, get a like or anything. So it's not just me, everybody, who notices this. It appears to be rather a lot of others who happen to notice this as well. So I suppose it just needs to be more thought, really. That's all I'm saying. I'm not having a dig at anybody in particular. What I'm saying is that one should never forget another man's kind service. Okay, now then, so what's this, going back to the matter in hand now, so what this gentleman was talking about was, and he was actually showing it up on the screen, that there is a woman politician in Canada who does not happen to agree with the WEF, okay? So when I was listening to this and watching, it's not very long, everybody, okay? So if you could please, you know, if you're kind enough to, you know, and you can take some time out of your day, okay, to please take a look at this. Very interesting indeed, isn't it? So it seems to me that the tide, it may be slow, but the tide seems to be turning, doesn't it, everybody? That's how, there we go, that's how it looks to me, everybody, okay? Because like I said, you know, you are going to get, I said on one of my other videos, didn't I, that you are going to get some politicians who are really not happy about their role and what they are being asked to do, everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And of course you got others, very sadly, who it's very clear to me that they've got no skin on their face. There we go. Okay. So, you know, this is what seems to be the situation, everybody. Yes. So I found this very interesting. So for those of you out there, if you could please take a look, okay. You know, pleasant gentleman, it seems. Not in that way, everybody, but a pleasant gentleman. So, yes, he got a like from me, okay? And he also got 3 pairs of glasses and 3 thumbs up, okay? Yes, because it was just very interesting to see, so I thought I'd mention that, everybody. Now then, I just thought I'd just mention this. Well, Rishi Sunak in our neck of the woods in the old UK. Well, you know, I said on one of my other videos, didn't I, right, that it just seems very much to me, everybody, that, you know, well, let's just say the givers just keep giving, don't they? So it means that, you know, he's making mistakes, there we go, as far as I'm concerned, left, right and flipping centre, surprise, surprise. And also for the fact that, what was it he was mentioning now about taking in migrants, according to what I'd heard, you know, in our neck of the woods in the old UK, yes. Well, I mean, sorry, please do excuse me. I just need a sip of my coffee, please and thank you. Because as everybody knows, I love my cup of coffee. Now then, well, it seems very much to me, with old Rishi Sunak, that, well, how would he feel if somebody was to put it to him and to ask him to say take in, you know, with his old mansion and, you know, and everything, to take in 100 or 200 migrants? Well, you know, the question is, thank you, dear Spirit, how would he feel if he was asked to do that? Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes? Does he think that everybody out here are complete flipping Egypts and twats? Because he obviously does. But very sadly, and I do not mean this nastily towards any migrants, because nobody knows their situation. And as we very well know, I mean, I've talked about on other videos of mine, that there is, there we go, before I even say that there is human trafficking involved in all of this, okay? And of course, you know, once they come to the old UK, you know, well, it's not all butterflies and fairies, is it? Okay? Usually they're either, you know, shoved in hotels or something like that. And just something else I need to say as well. So it turned out, didn't it, everybody, that there was, where was it? This was in the UK, actually. It was quite a while back, actually, where, you know, this husband and wife, you know, his family, they took in a Ukrainian woman, I do believe. This is going back some time now, actually, everybody. Well, as it turns out, the husband, you know, obviously thinking that the grass was greener on the other end, you know, everybody, on the other side, sorry, took it upon himself to start having an affair with this Ukrainian woman. Well, now there we go. Now it turns out that they've broken up. Look at that, everybody. Look at that. Well, I can only hope. I mean, I've got nothing against anybody. However, anybody lives their life is entirely up to them. So I'm not having a dig, okay? But all I'm saying is, if I was his wife, I would not, and I say this now on my camera, I would not take him back. Because at the end of the day, he should have, politely speaking, I like to keep my channel clean, he should have kept it in his trousers and he should not have given to temptation. Because as we all very well know, everybody, it's not very often that things ever work out like that, okay? So I just thought that I'd mention it, but I'm not, you know, having a go. Everybody's situations, lives are all different, okay? So I'm not specifically having a dig. I'm just saying that what happens is, okay, is that, yes, chickens come home to roost, don't they? So there's no point in now, beep, 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 blarting now, is there? When he had a perfectly, you know, comfortable home with his wife and family. Do you see what I mean? There's no point, you know, point flipping crying like titty la la. Do you see what I mean? And wanting the public sympathy. Because I'm telling you now, I do not sympathise. Sorry, do excuse me. I do not sympathise at all. Do you see what I mean? So you see, when Rishi Sunak is talking about this, well, you know, you are going to get some out there who, dong dong, right? Who obviously go, oh yes, let's take him in. Oh yes, let's take him in. Do you understand what I mean? Okay? When really what should be happening is that Rishi Sunak should be finding alternative accommodation for the migrants, okay? And not pushing it on to the residents of the UK, okay, the citizens of the UK, to, shall we say, solve part of the putrid UK government's issues and problems. Do you see what I mean? In fact, when I heard that, I was absolutely flipping disgusted. I'll tell you something, you know, you see these politicians, everybody, right, they're really getting on my flipping wick. They really, really are, you know, and they're flipping pushing a fine line. And when we look at France, that's something else I want to mention. When we look at France, everybody, and how they protest and everything, well, why are they not doing it in the old UK? Why are they not getting a backbone? This is what I want to know. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because the French are very passionate about what they do. Do you see what I mean? And of course, it appears to me in other parts of the world that they're very passionate about what they do. But what do we have, sorry, in the old UK? Oh no. The flipping wet behind the flipping ears, aren't they? Well, we have to find a way, everybody, to get ourselves out of this putrid mess that has been flipping put upon us. Yes, we do. Do you see what I mean? Yes? So something needs to be done here. And we need to put our, foot down and say no. Do you see what I mean? Instead of just putting up with it. It just seems to me, I'm not talking about everybody in the UK, okay, before anybody, wishes to, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that, everybody, because on my videos, I'm not here to hurt, offend or upset anybody. What I'm saying is there are an awful lot, they're just carrying on their everyday life and they're just saying, oh, but what can we do about it? What can we do about it? Well, there's plenty that we can do about it. Yes, there is. I mean, admittedly, everybody, I will not, tell you fibs, porcupines or anything, right? I must be honest with you. Yes, I'm very passionate about what I do. And if it was a case of me just being one woman and I could turn things around totally, believe you me, everybody, I would flipping do it. But more needs to be done here. What's going on in the UK and, everybody else, it's like it just seems to be pacified by other things. It's not good enough. Like I said before, and I say it again, when we were born, we're all unique. We've all got a gift and we can all bring something to the world. And what we really need to be bringing to the blooming world is putting things in bloody order in the flipping UK. Instead of putting up with this flipping shite. Do you see what I mean? At the moment, we're looking like flipping Egypts and flipping weaklings, is what we're looking flipping like. I'm so sorry, everybody. Please do forgive me. I'm not shouting at you, my delicious little babies. But you know what? It's peeing me off. Please excuse me, flipping big time it is. I'm getting well flipping cheesed off about it. And something else, while I just want to talk about something as well. I've noticed that there's an awful lot of trolls, these little trolls, who go on to all different, please do excuse me, I'll have another sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. These little trolls, they go onto all different platforms, and they type in naughty and horrible and spiteful things. I mean, for you little trolls out there, if you happen to stumble across my channel, even if you do not click on the view, but you just look at the writing, okay? If you do happen to, well, let me tell you, and I do not regard myself as a wicked woman anyway. I don't have to justify myself at all. For you little trolls out there, and that means every single one of you, I wish you all well. Yes, I do. I wish every single one of you well. And what day are we on, everybody? Halloween. It's Halloween, isn't it? Halloween. Do you see what I mean, everybody? Yes? Because what you're doing, for those little trolls out there, you're very spiteful, nasty, malicious and vicious. And I do not like it. And what you've done to some over the years, you've sent them, God bless their beautiful dear souls, you've sent some of them on platforms, okay, you've sent them blooming suicidal. With your flipping nastiness you have. Do you see what I mean? What gives you the right to think that you can go putting all this nastiness on others' platforms and thinking that it is amusing and funny? You need to look within, you little trolls, and that means all of you, every single one of you. You need to look within, right? And you need to correct yourself. That's what you need to do. And you need to look at why you're so blowing damn spiteful is what you need to do. But anyway, like I said, I wish you all well, every single one of you. Okay? So I'm just putting that out there. And let me tell you, you know, to me, it's early in the morning in the old UK, in my neck of the woods, okay? So I'm not bothered. I just tell it the way it is. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, any little trolls send me flipping comments and flipping messages. Well, let me tell you, they get more than what they're flipping bargain for. And I'd love to see any of them to the flipping boat race. They'd soon flipping know then, take it as you will, little trolls. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't flipping ramp, I'm telling you. And I really don't give a flipping shite. So I'll let you all know that. And there's certain who I'm subscribed to who are receiving, God bless their beautiful souls, dear souls, right? Who are just trying to put out information. Do you know what I mean? And not being nasty, not being disrespectful, but to educate others. And what are they receiving? Nastiness. Do you know what I mean? Flipping wicked. But that's all right. Because as I always say, do you know what I mean? What goes around comes around. So ones out there must be very flipping careful about what they do. Yes, you see what I mean? And of course, you know, for some of them, they get paid, don't they? Ka-ching! Pounds, shilling, pence, dollars and change just to make everybody else's life a flipping misery. Well, you know what I say to you, little trolls? I'm not a nasty woman, everybody. Like I said, I do not need to justify myself. Choke on it. And choke on it good. Do you know what I mean? And whatever food you buy, I hope you, with the wages from being a little nasty little troll that you are, for all of you, right? Choke on your food. That's what I have to say. Like I say, I respect many, but at the end of the day, things like that should not be tolerated. Do you know what I mean? Just very spiteful and nasty, and I do not like it. Not one bit, okay? So then we're going to go on to the next one, everybody. So I'm not saying this to any of my delicious little babies out there, okay, or any passers-by, right? I'm just saying I do not need to justify myself. I know fully well who I am, but I do not like it, and I certainly do not like it when it's done to who I'm subscribed to. No, I do not. So I make my feelings known right now. Yes. So let's go on to the last one here, everybody, okay? So this is also on YouTube, okay? I just wanted to get that off my chest. And if you type in the, you know, the space bar at the top in YouTube, and if you can please type in, everybody, for those of you who are interested in, you know, not being disrespectful or patronising or anything or rude, if you're, you know, interested in learning, because some of you will know, but some of you will not know, okay, everybody, my delicious babies. And if you could please type in, nobody in the world can visit this place, and here's why. Okay, so I'll just repeat that again, everybody. Nobody in the world can visit this place, and here's why. Okay, then if you look in the subscribe box, okay, this is on YouTube, like I say, it should say the scary cherry. it's a good little, you know, what you know, whoever's uploaded, yes, the scary cherry. I just thought it was really amusing in a nice way. But again, and this is very interesting, this, you know, video, okay, because it's like the top 20 places in the world that nobody can visit, okay? Now, I've seen something similar to this. Yes, I did. Years ago, I seen something similar to this, okay? But obviously there's others that, you know, that I did not know. Do you see what I mean? Listening to the video this morning, you know, while I was having my wonderful and juicy little shower, okay? So I was listening to all of this, okay? But yes, it's very fascinating. But what's even more fascinating is when you look at the wording of a lot of these different places. Do you know what I mean? Like Monkey Island, Snake Island, you know, different things. And then what was in there? Bedrock and, you know, different things, really. Just very interesting, really. It's a bit like, can I just say something? I've been forgetting to say this on my other videos, you know, and it's because it's in my mind now. I'm going to say it, everybody. Well, the thing is this, is at the end of the day, right, it's a bit like, you know, like if you go to, like, I don't know, it could be the USA, America, or I don't know, Australia, or, you know, other places. And it's like, you see, I live in Birmingham in the old UK, yes? Right, so it's called Birmingham, isn't it? But then, of course, in the USA, you've got a Birmingham there. And then if you go to, where is it? In Australia, well, you've got different places there. I cannot remember offhand now, okay, because my mind gets filled with everything. But if you look, it seems very much to me that, I mean, even, what is it? Is it Australia? Is it USA? I cannot remember now. It could be Australia. Is it? They've got a Liverpool something, yes? It just seems very much to me that the different countries, they seem to all sort of have the same, don't they? Do you follow what I'm saying? For my delicious little babies out there, I know what I mean by it. I know what I'm trying to say, okay? And I'm hoping that you all follow what I'm saying, my delicious little babies, yes? But anyway, this was very interesting, okay? But then I looked at a comment. So here we go again, everybody. So I looked at a comment, right, on this that I've just told you about, yes? And somebody said, you know, words to effect, because I never wrote it down, said, well, you know, if these are places that you cannot visit, not word for word, everybody, well, if these places that, you know, you cannot visit, then how the hell did you manage to do a documentary? And I thought, and I read it, because I never read any more comments. I was too busy listening and having a shower, right? So before I hopped in the shower, you know, I read that, and I just thought, see, the point I'm making, everybody, right, and I want to get this off my chest. The point I'm making, instead of just looking at the video, this is just the way I view things, everybody, okay? I'm entitled to my opinion. Yes, I am. And the way I see things is like this: instead of just watching the video or listening to the video, yes, and appreciating that the gentleman had taken the time to study this and to upload it. Instead of just doing that, okay, somebody then decides to just send a nasty comment. Well, again, what's all that about? What is it all about? Do you see what I mean? There's just no appreciation there. Well, you see, rather than send that nasty message, because I saw that as being very negative, everybody, right? And I'm sure that for some of you delicious and wonderful little babies out there, you'd fully agree with what I'm saying. So instead of doing that and sending a message, the best thing to do, right, the best thing to do would have been to just click off. So if you do not want to listen to a video or you do not want to watch a video, well, it's common sense, you know, hello, you know, common sense, just click off it. Do you see what I mean? Now, half the time, these ones who leave these comments, everybody, right, well, they do not even have channels. Do you see what I mean? They do not have channels, you know, they haven't taken the time to find something that they would be interested in, you know, to maybe share with the world. Do you know what I mean? You know, to occupy some of their time. No, they do not. They just go around being flipping negative, everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to you? There's just no need for it. No need for that, negative comments every 5 minutes, and no need for, do you know what I mean? We've all got opinions, yes? Everybody has opinions on how they feel about different things. And as I feel, you know, that we are all entitled to our own opinions. Yes, we are, even though they're trying to stop free speech and everything else. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But, you know, this just needs to stop, and everybody just needs to help one another instead of just going against one another all the time. Very negative indeed. Yes. And it's still going on my YouTube, everybody. I just thought I'd let you know. That's just reminding me of something else, everybody. It's still going on my YouTube, where I'd have so many views, and then all of a sudden the views are reduced. Do you see what I mean? It's like somebody's purposely trying to slow me down. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, it doesn't matter, because with me, I should just, just keep going. Do you understand what I mean? I would just keep going at the end of the day. At the end of the day, in my lifetime, believe you me, I've had many flipping obstacles and I've always flipping overcome them, and I've always got to my eventual flipping destination. I can assure you all of that, my delicious babies. Now, finally, I don't know what any of you are going to think to this now, so I'm just going to tick these off, my delicious babies, okay? And thank you so very much for even taking the time, for anybody to stumble across my video, okay? So thank you. I only try and help, okay, in the world. That's all I ever try to do, okay? Sometimes, yes, I am passionate about things. Sometimes, yes, I do get a little bit irritated. But we are living in a world right now where, there are a lot of irritations. Do you understand what I mean? But we have to just overcome it. But every now and again, I like to, have a blowout. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I don't know what any of you are going to feel about this now, right? And before you all spare a thought for this, everybody, no, there is nothing wrong with my noddle. No. Okay, so I just thought I'd let you all know that, my delicious babies. Nothing wrong with me at all, okay? But yesterday, so I was there and I was cooking my evening meal, my tea. And I thought to myself, the ones who run the world. Now, I don't know what some of you are going to feel about this, okay? So I'm just trying to find a solution to a problem, okay? Well, there is a solution, isn't there? And what happened was, and I thought to myself, well, the rulers of the world, right? And I'm being very serious now, everybody. I'm being really deadly serious, everybody. And I thought, well, why do they not just come for healing? Do you see what I mean? Because I just feel if they came for healing, that they would feel so much better, Whether it be myself, not banging my own drum, by the way, okay? But I've never once had a complaint. And thank you, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator. And there are, a selection of wonderful and fabulous, other healers in the world. So what my thoughts were, okay, and still are, is if the rulers of the world, I'm not talking about you flipping twat, flipping Klaus Schwab, and he's a complete twat, right? Or you flipping complete twat, flipping Bill Gates, or, I'm talking about, or you twat politicians, right? I'm talking about the ones who rule the world. So if they was to come for healing, whether it be myself or others around the world, and they were just to go and get that healing, they may even start to feel a lot better, And I really thought this, So even though they've done all of these putrid and wicked and cruel and nasty and spiteful things in the world, well, they still have a chance to put things right. That's just the way I see it. Do you see what I mean? And then to turn them into somebody, different to what they are at present. Do you see? Now, like I've said just, a few moments ago, and I'm going to repeat it again, there is nothing wrong with my mind at all. I just feel that really there could be an end to many nasty things going on in the world if the ones who run the world just got the correct help. Do you see what I mean? Then they too would be able to see that their life would flourish much more as well, instead of having this permanent hatred all of the time for us all. That was just my thoughts, everybody. Anyway, so now I'm going to end the video, okay? So I'm not sure what any of you would feel about what I've just said, but it's just something that just crossed my mind yesterday. I mean, I'm not saying that things have not crossed my mind previously. No, I am not, because there's many things that cross my mind. My brain is always tick, 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 tick. Do you see what I mean? But, and a lot of my thoughts come at night time. Do you see what I mean? Like during the day, your mind's just full of everything, but at night, you spare a thought for many other things. Do you see what I mean? Yes? So anyway, so that's all I have to say, really, everybody. So, like I said, my videos are never here to upset, to offend, anybody. Do you know what I mean? Not to be rude to anybody, okay? With me, I just try to, my best to give out information. I send the information out. And really, I just try to find a way to, to help the world. And really, to tell you the truth, even for all those little trolls, just before I leave my video today, everybody, my delicious little babies, well, they should go and get healing as well. Because they need healing as well. Because they're very putrid and very naughty as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I just feel that if a lot more had that healing, they'd feel so much better, Anyway, so that's the video, everybody. So until my next video, I just felt the need just to say that. And there's nothing wrong with my flipping nozzle at all. I can tell you that now. Nothing wrong at all. Okay? I'm just, trying to find at the moment. Well, I have found it. It's whether others come forward to receive the help. Okay? So on that note, okay, much love, wishing you a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world again, okay? And I really hope that you have a super duper time wherever you are, okay? Please continue to hug who you can, to send out good vibes, okay? To feel the love, okay? Because we have to, while we're going through all of this turbulence in the world, and there's an awful lot of turbulence going on right now, we do have to try and find a way to lighten the mood, as dull as it may seem at the moment, okay? I'm not talking about to laugh at all of the serious things going on. No, I am not. I'm talking about, we have to find that, way to just lighten the mood a bit. Do you understand what I mean? It could be anything. I'm not talking about the seriousness of what's going on in the world, no. But if we can just show appreciation and love, I don't mean everybody, do forgive the expression, jumping on another. I do not mean that. What I mean is to just show appreciation for another man or woman, little or large animals, little birdies, little creatures, great and small, just show that appreciation for one another. Do you see what I mean? Because really nobody needs to be against each other, do they? Anyway, so on that note, much love, God bless, thank you for listening. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.